Have you ever noticed that the more kind you are, the more people start to ignore your value? Why does helping others sometimes lead to being treated like a doormat? Why is it that when you say yes too often, people stop saying thank you? These questions might seem harsh, but they reveal a truth that many kind people silently experience. In a world where power often speaks louder than peace, kindness without strength can look like weakness. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." That means if you want to be respected, your actions must reflect strength, not just softness. Modern-day great Denzel Washington echoed this idea when he said, "If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything." Being kind is a strength, but only when it's supported by self-respect and clear boundaries. Why kindness gets misused. There's a reason why being too nice often leads to being ignored or even disrespected. People naturally test boundaries, not always out of malice, but because that's how humans work. When someone never says no, never speaks up, and always tries to please, others stop seeing them as strong. Instead, they see someone they can control. And once that happens, your kindness loses its value. Stoicism teaches us that virtue is power, but it must be guided by wisdom. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." That doesn't mean letting people walk over you. It means staying good, but not foolish. True kindness isn't about being available all the time. It's about being helpful without losing yourself. When niceness becomes a problem, think about the kind person in a workplace who always agrees to take on extra tasks. At first, people appreciate them, but over time, something strange happens. They stop saying thank you. They stop noticing. That person becomes the default option, the helper, the one who stays late, picks up slack and never complains. And eventually, their value disappears. People start expecting, not respecting. Or imagine a student who constantly helps classmates with assignments. Everyone comes to them for answers, but when they're in need, suddenly no one has time. Why? Because overgiving creates imbalance. People get used to receiving and forget the effort behind it. Kindness without limits sends the wrong message, that your time and energy are unlimited. It tells others that you'll accept anything, even disrespect. As Epictetus wisely said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Sometimes, setting boundaries may feel harsh, but in truth, it's the most loving thing you can do, both for yourself and others. Why this happens? Section. Psychology confirms what Stoics knew centuries ago. In a 2018 study published in the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin, researchers found that people who are highly agreeable, meaning very cooperative and helpful, are often seen as less powerful and less competent, especially in group settings. It's not fair, but it's real. Being too available can cause others to subconsciously see you as less important. Another study on boundary setting revealed that people who said no confidently were actually more respected, not less. This supports what the Stoics believed, that you must live according to reason, not just emotion. You can be kind and still say no. You can be warm and still walk away. That's not being rude, that's being disciplined. Kindness with strength. The Stoics never taught people to be cold or distant. In fact, they believed in being good to others, but they also believed in having a backbone. Seneca, the Roman Stoic, said it best, "A good character, when established, is not easily overthrown." That means once you build inner strength, people can't shake you, no matter how they treat you. Being kind doesn't mean being silent when someone crosses the line. It doesn't mean pleasing everyone. It means acting from principle, not from fear. Stoicism reminds us that we're not here to be liked. We're here to live with truth, courage, and dignity. So, if your kindness is being taken for granted, it's not your fault. But it is your responsibility to change that. You can be kind and firm. You can be generous and still say, "That's enough." That balance is where true respect lives. Kindness is a strength, but only when it comes with clear limits. If you're always saying yes, people will stop valuing your time. The Stoics believed in being good, but not being used. Epictetus said, "If you want to be respected by others, the great thing is to respect yourself." So be kind, but also be firm. You're not here to please everyone. You're here to live with purpose, peace, and self-control. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "It is not necessary to be harsh, but it is necessary to be firm." True kindness has backbone.